What's up, everybody? This is Cole Boling with the Boling Group at Keller Realty, One Legacy Partners here in Topeka, and you are listening to Topeka Business Uncensored. Here we go. Hey, everybody, it's Cole Boling here with Topeka Business Uncensored podcast, and today I have a gentleman who has built some an amazing business in the Topeka area and has a family here, works here. And I'd like to introduce you to Greg Gathers. Greg is the founder of Custom Tree Care. He doesn't need much introduction when it comes to Topeka. I think most people know him and really have appreciate his work. He's done a lot of things with I'll let him talk about it, but like with the government and natural disasters and things like that. So welcome, Greg. Thank you so much for being on our podcast today. So tell us a little bit about you and tell us about your business.
I appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you for having me on here, Cole.
Absolutely.
Great introduction. I am president, owner of Custom Tree Care, and we have been in business 21 years now, actually, in the Topeka area. Wow. We also serve Lawrence city markets. And our business is kind of made up of two main parts. We have a residential, commercial tree care division, which again serves the Topeka, Lawrence, Kansas City area. And we also have a disaster response division, which we respond to and go and clean up after hurricanes, ice storms, floods. We go in and work directly for cities and counties and remove all the debris and, get things cleaned up. So that's kind of Custom Tree Care in a nutshell.
So you guys have been doing a lot more. I mean, the last few years, it's been pretty heavy with natural disasters, things like that. I've noticed that you guys have been traveling a lot and going from really coast to coast. What's the farthest location you guys have gone?
We lost audio again.
Oh man, gotta love technology. What's the farthest location you guys have gone to do some of your relief work?
We've gone as far northeast as we've worked in New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and then South Florida probably.
Okay.
We've worked in 27 different states.
Wow.
Actually,
that's awesome.
After I think we've worked 13 hurricanes to date. Wow. Several windstorms, tornadoes, ice storms, kind of all over the place. So
that's
got to
awesome.
see a lot of the country.
And it's even more cool that you guys are based in Topeka, based centrally located. And so tell me what you love about owning a business in the Topeka area.
Two parts to that question. I guess what I love about owning a business is, I get a really sense of pride and accomplishment, in running the business and growing the business, really. And, it's as big as you want it to be. Whatever you want to put into it, you can get out of it. It's the sky's the limit. How you want to be. I guess you're kind of in charge of your own destiny.
Sure. Yeah.
In the Topeka area, this is where I got started. There's a lot of great fun things to do here. This is a course home, and it's a great community. The cost of living is very reasonable. I grew up a lot of ties here and really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And if you were to look at looking at your business where you started, and now you've grown this massive organization. What would be some advice you would give somebody starting out a business, or even maybe your advice that you would give yourself if you were restarting a business?
Um, you know, probably tell everybody that it's going to be a lot harder. You're going to have to work a lot harder. You're going to have to overcome a lot more obstacles than you think you do. I don't know what the exact statistics is, but most new businesses fail within a couple years. I think the reason for that is people give up. It gets hard when they hit those obstacles. They quit. I don't know if they didn't prepare for it, didn't expect it, but to be successful in anything, you've got to be able to push through those obstacles and just keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're basically saying that keep going. Like, really, as simple as it is when times get hard, double down, right? Push harder, because it's I was talking to a gentleman yesterday. It's success is sequential, right? It comes with time, right? The more and more and more that you do something, the more your business grows. So I think that's a great piece of advice. I mean, I think the number is somewhere around like 80 or 90% of businesses fail within their first 2 years. And it's astonishing, right? It's scary, it's sad. And I think that a lot of it has to do with they don't get themselves out there, or they don't, for lack of a better word, grind enough to put their business in front of people, right? And I think that if it kind of leads me to the next question for you is, how does a community like Topeka, like your surrounding communities, help a business like you, especially right now? And we're going through a pandemic as we're recording this. How would a average consumer help your business?
Hire us. Revenue, cash flow is the lifeblood of any business. I don't care if you're a tree service, a restaurant, a consulting business. You've got to have that revenue coming in. So, keeping the economy going, is what the community can do. I understand there's a lot of uncertainty and fear, but we're going to get through this. It's temporary.
Absolutely.
And you just got to keep pushing forward. I mean, this is one of those obstacles that we were just talking about.
Right. It is.
You just got to keep going.
It is.
They're going to need care. People still need services. They need to eat. They need to go to the grocery store. So just keeping things going, and eventually this is going to pass.
What would you say is like the number one thing that you get calls for from an average consumer, right? Because we talked about, you do big jobs. I mean, you do clearing of cities, things like that, but you really do small jobs also, correct?
Right. Yeah. Maintenance is extremely important in the care of trees, not only to, keep them healthy, but keeping them, looking nice and keeping them safe. Proper pruning decreases storm damage. It keeps your trees healthier. I mean, trees are an investment, and they're aesthetically pleasing as well. So,
Sure, absolutely.
The maintenance is extremely important, for a lot of those reasons.
Do you guys sell any other kind of product other than, like, I know some places sell the mulch from trees or sell dirt, or do you guys have any other services or anything like that you provide?
You cut out the tree care side. We offer tree pruning, tree removal, stump grinding, debris hauling services, and then we operate a forestry recycling center.
Okay.
off 21st and Rice Road that we just opened
Oh yeah.
late last fall. And we process the tree material. We're open to the public. They're able to, for a small fee, to dump, materials there. And we take that material and we process it through a large wood grinder. It gets ground twice, and then we've got a mulch product that we can sell, to the public for, landscaping, any other, uses.
So that's over kind of by the roundabouts off of like you're going to go to Croco off of I-70. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Good to know. So as a business owner in the Topeka area, where do you, knowing that that's the basis, right? But with the opportunity of that being a base hub, what does your next 5 years look like? Where do you want to grow your business to?
Our big focus, we're going to maintain the size of the residential tree business in the Topeka, Lawrence, Kansas City area. We've got a really good market share. We're well established in those areas. Our main area we're looking to expand is in the debris removal and the disaster recovery business.
Okay.
Just because there's so much, territory that we can have.
Sure.
Disasters can strike. Really, there's a lot of potential there. And then on the forestry recycling site, we're going to continue to, in the future, we're looking at offering some dyed mulches out there.
Okay.
As well as, maybe different types of products, maybe some topsoil and some rock and stone
Sure.
out there as well.
Yeah, I know that there's a definite need for that, especially topsoil. Topsoil seems to be harder to come by more and more as we've been around and know how that rolls. So what's the best way that somebody can contact you to get, connected with your team or you, or how do you want to be contacted?
Phone is always great. Our office line is 785-478-905. Email
What's the last four again?
is great. Well, 9805.
9805. Okay. And your email was what?
Email contact@customtreecare.com.
Okay. Perfect.
And
I'll get that on here too, so it'll be on the screen
Facebook.
for everybody.
Okay. Yeah, and Facebook, is a big thing. We've got a Custom Tree Care Facebook page. I've got people that hit me up all the time on that.
Sometimes that's the best way and quickest way for most people, right?
It is. So yeah, we're
Awesome.
seeing more and more people contact through Facebook. We've also got a website, which is customtreecare.com, and there's a link right on there where people can submit a estimate request as well.
Perfect.
So we try to get a hold of whichever method works best for people. We've got it.
Yeah. Well, I'll attest to your guys' services. I know that this is a part that I wanted to add sometime in here is I utilized your guys' service a couple different times. It was always more economically friendly. I don't want to say cheaper because, nothing is cheap in this world anymore, but it was definitely a better deal. And I felt like compared to the other services I've used, like it was quicker, it was cleaner, that communication was superb. I was super happy, and you won my business over. Everything I need for tree removal and along with my father, we definitely call you guys first now. So for anybody that is listening, that's my he's not paying me to say that, right? Like, I have personally used their services. I believe in their services, and I know that they respect my property. I know they would respect your property. And so I highly, highly recommend them as a tree service company. Is there anything else that you would like the consumer to know about your business, or what's coming, or anything else you'd like to add that we could get out there at this time?
Just reiterating the fact that, trees are a living thing. They do have a lifespan. They do require, proper care, and, staying up on that maintenance, having your trees pruned every, 3 to 5 years is a really good schedule to stay on top of them. It really does minimize storm damage. We've had clients that, a windstorm came through, and the trees that we had trimmed and thinned out in the past had little to no storm damage, and the trees that, were on the neighbors, or the trees we hadn't trimmed yet, are the ones that had the heavy damage.
Mm-hmm.
Calling us out before and can maybe save your trees in the long run.
Sure. Yeah, people probably call you right when they after they need you, right? When it's too late.
And a lot of times it's too late. We had a client, gosh, probably a couple months ago, that it was a real windy afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and a whole tree fell over on their house, and we had to deal with that. But upon closer inspection, as soon as we got on site, I noticed that the tree roots were completely rotten. On one side there was a decayed area on the tree, and that's something that if we would have been on property, we could have noticed and pointed out, and said, hey, this tree's in pretty poor shape. You ought to think about having it removed before it falls in your house. But that's exactly what happened. And then they're also, of course, it's an insurance deal, but they had pretty substantial property damage
for
as
sure,
well
too. Yeah. Insurance is great, but it's still a headache for you to deal with. I've had tons of real estate clients who got to the end, and it cost them more on the end of the deal to get their trees done. They should have just been maintaining it. Or clients that have called me and said, I had a tree fall in my car, fall in my house. I mean, it seems to be like always the ones that you could have pointed it out in a matter of a moment. It's like, well, yeah, probably should have done something about that a long time ago. I saw that one last Monday that the whole tree, it was like in Oakland, the whole tree uprooted out of the ground. It was like an old 100-year oak tree. It was like, whoa. I mean, I think that landed on their house or something too. And it's scary. So if everybody's listening, take care of your trees, because it will save you in the long run. Okay, a couple fun questions for you here, and then I'll let you get going here. So I always like to know about people's like who they are as a person, right? And I think that people should know business owners as humans, and not just, oh, he owns custom tree care, right? So Greg, tell me, family, like married, kids, what how many kids you got? Wife, kids?
With 6 kids, so that's a full-time job in itself, keeping them going with all their activities. So yeah, it's never
right there's a reason to hire you. Yeah, that grocery bill is it's big enough, I'm sure. Married, 6 kids. Okay. What kind of charities do you like? What kind of charities do you like to support, or what would you one day hope to support at maybe a higher level? Can you hear me? Did I lose you? Sorry, say that again. I lost you.
Yeah, keep America. Okay. We have been active for many years with Keep America Beautiful.
Okay.
We'll donate my personal time as well as equipment and staff from Custom Tree Care to do several of the large scale cleanup events. Get Down and Get Dirty's one of their large events. Last year we did a project with donating tree services to some veterans that couldn't afford tree care as well. Does a great job running that organization.
Awesome.
One that I've donated my personal time to as well. Getting out in the classroom, teaching the younger kids about business, because I think that's something that's really lacking in our educational system. And my wife is real active in junior league as well. So those are kind of our main ones.
Awesome. Okay, so as you guys saw, we had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Wasn't able to reconnect with Greg. So let me just give it a little bit of an exit here. What I can tell you is that, like I said, I've worked with Greg. I've worked with Custom Tree Care. I'm super passionate about their business. Greg is an owner. Greg is a business person. So if you ever need tree care, whatever it is, call him first. Here's some of his contact information. Best way, like I said, most people are starting to utilize Facebook business page. That's the Custom Tree Care page on Facebook. You can message them. It'll go direct to them. They'll get back to you very quickly. You can also go to their website, customtreecare.com, where you can fill out the form needed there. You can also reach them at 785-478-9805. And then at email, contact@customtreecare.com. So thank you, and we look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. You've been listening to Topeka Business Uncensored, where we interview business owners in the Topeka, Kansas area about their business and a little bit about them as a person. I'm Cole Boling, and I am one of the co-owners with my wife, Jamie, of the Boling Group real estate team with Keller Williams, One Legacy Partners in Topeka. If you are thinking about selling, buying, or investing in real estate, I'd love to connect with you through our website at thebolinggroup.com.